All right, good morning. Welcome back to the Collective. Monday. It's the first full week of October. We're ready to get at it. We still got the government shutdown. And for news, now, because of that, we have the
NFP part two.
the NFP was moved this week, is what I was going to say. Yes. So, pull up the weekly calendar. Today, no news. Tomorrow, no red folder news for US or orange folder. And then FOMC meeting minutes, 2 p.m. on Wednesday, which isn't super high impact, but we have Thursday unemployment claims is tentative, but then 8:30 Powell speaking, and then two tentative unemployment claims. I think that's meant to just be one.
Are they both? Oh no, what I was thinking actually is because last week was also tentative, maybe they're putting both on the same day.
Okay, yeah, and then Friday there is unemployment. Oh, that's Canadian. Yeah, non-farm employment change. So that is the big one. And yeah, so we're gonna dive into the charts here because I'm seeing some action. I just want to bring your attention to the 4-hour quickly, and I've got ES and NQ up. The S&T with the high from Friday at 10 a.m. Well, I guess it's 10 a.m. on ES here, but this high. I want to see how we're reacting off of that. For this to be a high for, the next few weeks that's what I would want to see. Okay, I'm interested to actually be trading the first 15 minutes. I know that the past few weeks have kind of stayed out of the opening range, but it has not worked well. As in, we've had very choppy market conditions that entire time. So it's not presented opportunity. So with this kind of impulsive down move off of open, I would want, it sucks because I would want the 15-minute close, but what I'll look at is the 5-minute. We're getting that 5-minute change in state to the downside is something that you could use to start your kind of list of entry confluences for being bearish, right? We have kind of, just looking at this, formed this swing high here, right? So with this displacement, we'll also be trading pretty quickly through these 15-minute balances, which would be something that's more bearish, right? On the buy side, we did actually inverse the 15-minute. That was the bearish gap from up here. But usually when you see it inversed and then aggressively engulfed, it's still holding. You could classify that as still holding. For the sell side objectives, I guess I'd include midnight opening, London's low, and then we do have a new week opening gap. That is looking good too. There was that 5-minute close, right? Look at that 5-minute close. Already traded into that first presented fair value gap right there.
YM just took London's low and traded to the opening price of today as well. It had equal lows, so that was like a super clear target for me.
Oh, YM, yeah.
YM had London's low and then the opening price were equal lows.
Yeah, so kind of looking at ES here, ES is weaker. NQ's actually kind of shifted too and is starting to get more displacement to the downside. But the London low objective on ES is clear too. It is actually...
Also on the daily chart, YM and ES have not really gone anywhere since the open last night. Like ES got a 20-point move and YM had a 100-point move.
YM's definitely not. I looked at that. It's hardly moved.
And because NQ expanded so far away from the opening price, if I take a short, I would be targeting London's low, and then if runners, I would hold it to the opening price of today. I wouldn't try and hold it for previous day's low or lower.
Okay, so for me, we just have into that 5-minute order block. That's not my entry, but now how do we react off of that? Do we just impulsively run right through it and kind of have just a Judah swing profile, or is it going to be a bit more of an expansion and fill, the unfinished business of the opening range? That's what I'm watching. I do like that thesis to see the fill of that, which the sell side is that new week opening gap, right? Oh damn! Look at this dude. I can't use him yet. Oh well, that's might be crappy. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so I'm guessing today's gonna be a tape reading day for me. Um,
Trading to that 3-minute gap.
we'll see how it goes.
I actually wouldn't mind taking if we got a 3-minute order block off of here. I actually wouldn't mind that for a trade.
I am considering today a tape reading day. I actually won't be executing any trades today on real funds. So it is purely, I guess, an educational day. Oh, grading on the other hand, you'll trade, but maybe it's good to take the Monday as a paper trading day. Could refine the studies a little bit more. We look at the 15-minute. We have the 15-minute order block and fair value gap that we traded into. Right. I'm just only marking it out as we see the kind of reaction, but we know they're there. So that's an area where you want to see us get the down movement through. We've kind of got a collection of both bullish and then bearish confluences in this area. So either we see the down movement or it's a little bit of consolidation. I do love the SMT at the higher time frame though. I guess if you also marked out London session range standard deviation levels, we're right between 2 and 2.5. That was the original expectation for reversal. What we're looking like right now is we're holding this first presented fair value gap and 3-minute. It's a valid first presented fair value gap. Now, to be in shorts off of that 5-minute breaker, your stop loss would be up here, but taking the confirmation leg of the internal model, which would be maybe you're not taking the 3-minute close because you'll get left behind.
Yeah, I think you got to take pretty much just the 5-minute close.
If you take this 1-minute close right here, or I guess the 5-minute, then you might be able to get in with the stop at that internal high, which is going to be 37 some points. The thing is, you do want to be in before ES is working its way to the London's low there, but it's weird because NQ actually looks more bearish now. Like it's actually got more expansion to the downside, so you could say that NQ has flipped, and that's good for the bearish case because of the structure we have here. So I guess you're waiting for the 2-minute has its change in state there. So it depends how you want to treat this. Like, how much confidence do you have in the bearish bias? Because I know I've got a lot. Let's just do a paper trade here.
I'm gonna wait for the 3-minute, I think.
Oh, dude, it's leaking my information on my paper trading account. My account balance does happen to be 19 billion. That's in profit too. So I guess the timing kind of will align itself for the 3-minute close to be a good entry. But I mean, if we mark out this leg here, the down move right off of open. Actually, the swing started at open. Like, this is 930 high. Wow. So since the swing started at open, mark at the range, and we did an OTE. We had that retracement almost into that 62% retracement. Now, what we're watching is just how we're going to close this 3-minute here. Will we get, the move down through that up leg there? I mean, if you were to ask me if I would have bet on it going down, I would, right? I do like I guess you'd classify these as kind of relative equal lows here. That's kind of what they become when they're, where's my drawing tool? When they're smooth like that. I come as kind of relative equal lows. Also, it's the time too. Like, we're on the 4-hour chart. That's below the opening price here. It's within there. Seeing the 6 a.m. candle take the internal high on a 4-hour basis and then have SMT, like, that's bearish with confirmation, right? And that's what we're doing right now. You've got what, 1 minute?
There.
Right there?
Yeah.
Oh, that is it right there. Yeah. Okay. I'm getting in the paper right there, but this is also a legitimate trade. Graydon's in it. I'm tape reading. This might be very unfortunate that I'm tape reading today. Did it not sell? I might be in 2 contracts, but we've got a little bit of paper trade latency. You're looking really good with these relative equal lows, though. Like the 4-hour low and then those lows from 720.
Yeah.
Like that's like you've got everything aligned here, bro. This is a. Oh, there's the fill. It's gonna fill me out on one more contract somewhere.
The only thing I don't like is the
There's the contract.
actually no, this is fine.
Okay, I would not be in two minis on this trade, obviously. I'd be in. Let's just say they were micros. I'll do. So it's 1400 for 2. Double it.
The only thing the only thing I don't like is the
Oh, I can't
15-minute
do it.
change in state that we're gonna have is
What do you
where my
mean
stop loss is.
you don't like having it.
No, there's the reason I say I didn't like it on the 50-minute was because my stop loss is near that 15-minute order block or change in state.
Oh.
But because we already delivered
What?
off of the PD array near that level, like I don't
Oh,
expect it to
I messed my paper trade up.
go there.
I accidentally, instead of adding more to it, right up in here, I sold it. So I
Okay,
technically closed it at break even.
I'm at break even there.
Yeah.
Trailed my stop loss to break even.
I had to tape read today too, which sucks.
I will be letting this go to London low.
You better have slammed it for me.
It was almost full size.
Dude, no.
It was like $50 short.
No, that's not what we want to hear. Mega size Mondays. You're supposed to be trading also on my behalf, size wise.
So I should have been in a mini then.
I guess regardless of the outcome of the trade, it was a tape reading day for me. I said that as much as I would have actually taken it.
So I got a 3.7 R marked out here to London's low.
It's technically a 3R.
No, 3.7.
How do you have 3.7? Where's your stop loss?
Actually, okay, well, I guess if I go for my fill price. Sorry, I was going off of like where I was entering I was entering my trade based on the 3-minute close of the confirmation of the order block, but I got filled. So 3.7 from if you got a perfect fill. I got a 2.8 R
Just
actually.
move your stop loss back to not break even.
No, we tapped into an hourly gap there. I don't want to be.
Yeah, but we also, if you go off of the 4-hour, or also took the 4-hour low. So what case does that mean for bullish? When we take the 4-hour low 15 minutes before the new 4-hour, your hourly fair value gap is like the smallest piece of pie ever. We got that 15-minute candle close just obliterates everything. I suppose it wouldn't be too late to disregard my tape reading day and actually execute. It wouldn't be on all of my accounts though. That's why I was gonna withhold trading today. You heard about the suspension block?
Heard about it. I don't know what it is.
It's a fair value gap, but with 2 volume balances, that's not an illegitimate fair value gap. So it'd be like having wicks like this and opens like this. This is actually going to be very crude. I have to extend it one more. I have to make them wider by 1. So it would be like this, right? You see how there's no imbalance, but there's 2 volume imbalances?
Yeah.
From there to there.
Okay.
That's the SB,
Okay.
the SBF,
I see.
SBF block. Now I don't think I would go ahead and instantly use that.
Okay, I got tapped out of break even there.
Dude, that's the 15-minute. That's the 15-minute structure.
We are trading into a 3-minute gap and back into that 3-minute order block, so we'll see. I'll monitor it. I don't really want to just jump back in here though. I would have wanted to see us not react like that off that low.
I'm gonna be honest. I would too. I thought you were actually golden. I was assuming that getting that low that quick would mean you would go through them. But seeing that it not go through the low, I kind of maintain the bullish all-time high bias, just kind of subconsciously. Like it's something that I'm not gonna completely write off until it is a complete certainty that it will not happen. And I guess trading to the hourly gap below the sell side, it's possible to see this as the Judas swing, right where we're reversing 945. So it's possible. Does that mean I want to see it happen? No, I'm against it happening, but what would confirm the expansion for me? I guess we got this 5-minute close above the down candle here. We're getting this bullish 5-minute order block off of the hourly imbalance. So I would look at that. I guess I'll just peek over at the other things, right? Well, it would have been nice if ES had dropped down an extra 1.5, taken out London low while it was near there. We would have had internal S&T. I mean, if we look at YM is completely pulled the YM off of this internal S&T at 930, which I didn't know we had because I forgot to do my YM analysis.
The things I still do want to see London's low and the opening price of the day get traded to.
Off of this S&T, YM being the more bullish one, YM actually flipped and dumped, taking out the weekly low, the current weekly low, which I guess would be there. And now it's within it's kind of a weird move actually.
So if I'm going to get back into a trade, it would be off 10 a.m. And for me to get in, it would have to be 10 a.m. opens, trades up into this 15-minute gap that we're about to form in the next 10 minutes here, and then look to trade a continuation lower based off of the internal model.
I do favor shorts. Like I would prefer if they printed,
but that V shape right off the hourly gap.
That was what I was gonna.
That's not a typical retracement signature.
No, I mean you did just get your bearish 15-minute close though, and then now you're just retracing to the inversion. So it depends how you want to view it. Are you internal? Are you zoomed in? Are you
The only thing is there's no like gaps here.
15-minute inversion.
No, but like on the lower time frame, like it looked efficiently delivered. I thought, should have just kept going.
Monday.
But because we expanded overnight, if we're not reversing going into the morning, it means we're going to get a consolidation.
Or continuation.
Yeah, if this is the retracement.
Which it did meet 50% of the range from London low to the current high.
So if we're staying kind of in this relative area for another hour, I wouldn't even consider taking a trade because we are just in a consolidation after taking the external range liquidity.
I don't know. I think you agree with me when we look at the 4-hour candle and we see that it printed the way it did, right? Opens, trades higher, has a retracement, expands, puts the wick in, kind of consolidates, boom, and then gets displacement lower. Like, why would you drop down one more time below the opening price and below the low of it to then go higher when you were already up there?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're going to go higher. I'm just I guess the 6 a.m. candle did open, expand 100 and some points.
You should remember that I told you to move your stop loss and don't go out to break it. We'll need to quote that.
I just didn't feel comfortable moving it up when I didn't really see.
Yeah.
There was no good. I didn't know if we were gonna take that internal high, maybe SMT, and then.
Now the problem is you're looking for a re-entry.
I'll look for something at 10.
Oh, about a year, 9 minutes. Ooh. I've just kind of been adapting to the price action that we have the past 2 weeks. It seems to do all of its delivery before 10. So it did
deliver off of that 3-minute order block.
What, the 50-minute?
50-minute
inverse.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I said
this 5-minute order block's not bad because I don't know if 10 a.m. is going to trade all the way back up to that 50-minute gap.
We've been just flushing or pumping before 10, and then 10 opens, and that's the consolidation, reserving something for late PM session. And for people that don't generally trade late PM session, that's a problem. I mean, my trade on Monday last week was the winning trade in the PM session. It was a short continuation, but the structure was really good there. It had there was equal highs that were swept, and as it swept it was trading into an hourly, perfect SMT, and then perfect kind of 1 minute inversion plus 5 minute inversion and changing state. So it was like all of it worked together. It was like a symphony of PD rays working together, and it was a really good trade. I guess what you'd look at here is the confirmation on the 5 minute of continuation. So we've got 2 minutes. It's not quite 10 a.m. There's no news at 10 a.m. So, well, there might be. I would bet that 10 a.m. Has a little bit of volatility anyway.
Yeah, YM is most likely going to inverse its 4-hour gap that we were trading in. So that's good.
Oh, wow. AMD's up 28% today because OpenAI signed a deal with AMD for AI chips.
Oh, sweet.
That's what happened. It'd be nice to have like somebody talking in your ear that's like telling you all these things as they happen. If that was like a possibility, like an AI that is like constantly scanning every news source and it tells you.
Yeah, sends you notifications.
It's kind of like it'd be like a news outlet, like a Bloomberg or whatever, and they'd just be talking, and it's going over everything, and it's like explaining stuff in your ear. That'd be pretty cool. What would you call it if you invented that? Like it would pretty much be talking about AMD as the news comes up, or talking about something and it's like, hold on, breaking news, AMD signs, boom, it's up 10%.
Yeah.
So like if AMD knew that they were going to do a deal with OpenAI, they would know that their stock price would increase. So like, I guess that's where you get insider trading. I'm not pointing fingers. I'm just saying like that's where it would set up, right? Knowing that you're doing this massive deal that would inflate your stock price. So ES kind of has these equal lows here that we're kind of working towards. It is way closer to London's low, like I said earlier. I like NQ below the midnight opening price. The way the hourly candle right here is printed looks healthy, delivering off of the 2 to 2.5 standard deviation. Geez, of I guess I'm doing London's entire range here.
I'm gonna be watching that 5 minute order block going into 10 a.m. because the next 5 minute candle closure is gonna be the 10 o'clock open.
Oh no, they didn't do it right. Oh, they didn't do it right, man. They were supposed to close it before 10 a.m.
Well, it'll close on 10 a.m. Then 10 a.m. has a PD rate to trade into. I'd actually prefer if it did that than trade. If it closed the previous candle, now you're getting in right before 10 a.m. I'd rather it get confirmation at 10 a.m.
Like we said, we spend an hour within this 9:30 range. I'm gonna hop off for the day. That's my window. It's 100 points. So if it's gonna stay within that 100-point range,
I could perfectly write what the market's gonna do. Like if I could pick, trade to that 15-minute gap and give me a nice
well, that's just because
3 minute change to say with an SMT.
That's because you want the most premium entry. But if you look at the actual 15-minute chart, we have the order block, I guess you could call it, and the inverse. Okay, ES just ticked London low there. At 6,771.75. So NQ, we're looking at internal. I guess you could classify this fair value gap as your bearish PD right here. To see it expand lower and start delivering would be nice. You could also opposingly mark out the SMT with ES here, because ES on the 1 minute took that internal low, NQ not having taken that. But that would just start setting us up for a consolidation market. Consume ES over there. So do you want to see ES work to that new week opening gap while NQ's kind of displacing lower too?
Geez, like YM's just getting super crisp moves, eh?
Well, YM has been improved.
It's just super one-sided.
Yeah, and it feels like that's where we should go. Actually, I mean, looking at it right now, definitely. Like you could have been off the open. Yeah, we're bearish. Hop in the shorts,
You get the 5 minute. Same time we're looking for shorts on NQ.
and then
You have that 5 minute change in state and inversion on YM.
And then what would you say about a 208 point dump?
Just crazy.
What would you say about the 208 point dump to the sell side? What the heck's going on? Oh, that's why. Yeah, YM's almost at that sell side. That's weird, man. Yeah, I'm definitely paying more attention to YM, and I just started doing that on last week. It's already, it's just cleaner. Like I called out and I did that trade review for the trade on YM on Friday, and then kind of related it to NQ's price action at the moment. And obviously YM's just way cleaner, and there's been, I don't even remember what else. What other day was there that I called out the short on YM? Was that Wednesday?
I don't know.
Thursday. Thursday and Friday both had really good trades on YM, and I didn't take any of them because to trade something like that for me, I need to be accustomed to it. So I guess either start forward testing it with super light size, or buy a combine specifically for YM, or go do some back testing on it. But I think the price action we're having on YM right now is just so easy to read. There's a guy that was talking about the Bitcoin high and low cycles, and it was his range was saying that the high would be put in today on the 6th of October, and it was called out in I think 2023 or something. So 2 years ago, he called out that the high might be put in today. So I guess we're looking at Bitcoin kind of needing it only needs 0.5%, and it would put the high in today. Now, from that point, I don't know what we would see, but it is trading at 126,000. So,
Okay, 30 seconds until 10 o'clock open.
I think that the government shutdown for Bitcoin was pretty predictable that it would start to rally. Just, I think more people would want to be buying it at that point. Oh, the government shut down, buy Bitcoin. Well, the government's devaluing the dollar, buy Bitcoin. Right? Like those things.
So you swap London's low.
Yeah.
I don't want to see us reverse off of here. I want to see a quick move higher on NQ now that we didn't get that 5 minute order block. Want the high of 10 a.m. to be formed inside of that 50-minute gap. So if we trade into that 15-minute gap and then get honestly just a decent displacement leg out of it with some sort of order block or an inversion or something, I'll take that. Expecting the hourly fair value gap to get inversed that we initially rejected off, and then to trade to London's low. If this 15-minute fair value gap fails, then probably going to be done there, because I'm not looking for longs. Obviously, based on YM and ES's reaction at the S&P at the highs. So there's that 50-minute gap traded to.
Wow, it gave it to you.
It did. Now, if it can give us a second part, that'd be huge.
So you'd look for the maybe the inversion if we formed a fair value gap.
Yeah, I'll see here. I really just want an instant reaction. With if we get an instant reaction and like this 5-minute candle closes bearish with the order block, I'd probably take that. Expecting that to be the high of the 4-hour candle and also the 50-minute candle. Because that move into the 50-minute gap was taking the previous 50-minute candle high, which we now have SMT with. And then that SMT would be confirmed with a 3-minute change in state, which we'll get here in a minute.
Where's your limit at that 15-minute, bro?
I should have.
You should have had a limit. Look at that.
Yeah.
No, your
That's all right.
3 minutes definitely the higher confluence entry there. You're not gonna be.
Really good 1 minute close. Exactly what you want to see. And like I don't really want to wait for this 5 minute because I don't really need that
No,
extra confirmation.
your 3 minute closes in 40 seconds, and that's probably where you'll get in. The stupid thing is, I hate having engulfing candle stop losses. When you see that move in a straight down move, every time I take it, it feels like it's getting stopped out. That is the only thing I would be cautious of.
Actually, I'm not going to take the 3 minute because the candle bodies are so small. I'd actually prefer to take like if we get the 1 minute.
Well, keep in mind, ES is in that new day opening gap.
Yeah.
New week opening gap. YM is at the south side.
But because we expanded so far away from the opening price and then formed good reversal structure and then traded back to it, I don't expect us to now reverse from there necessarily. I'd like to see NQ get that continuation to breach that draw on liquidity.
What do you think about YM? Because like we could have shorted YM at any point and just been up
Yeah.
the next candle. So come to your conclusion on ES and NQ and then just enter on YM after you find a draw. Did it leave equal highs? Okay, the problem is it did kind of leave relative equal highs, but it
Okay, so
could
we
be
didn't get the
internal
3
highs.
minute change date actually off that 50 minute.
You did get it. You did get it.
The 3 minute.
That's what you said.
Yeah, so we didn't get it.
Oh, you didn't get it. My bad. I didn't hear that.
I'm really just looking for an order block to form underneath the opening price of this 50-minute candle.
You're bearish. You're just looking for an excuse to short.
I don't want to see us hesitate here, though.
Well, what's the entry model say you need? Because there is a specific entry model that would fit best in this scenario. So.
Like I do like this. I do like the 50-minute candle if it were to flip bearish, like a shallow move into the 50-minute gap and then instant reaction.
What would be the model here?
Well, I guess if we sweep this internal high now,
What would be like the legitimate model that was like, without a doubt, this is the short trade. That's the trade you take here.
I'd say that's probably the 5-minute order block.
What about like we trade higher to the 50-minute one more time? We're getting this internal sweep here. We're forming this inverse. We're trading to the 15-minute order block. 5-minute order block, sorry. Again, I guess you could overlap all of those premium confluences and then see your internal model to short. That would be the setup of setups. The problem is with the just slight discorrelation between ES and NQ here and YM, I guess you could say.
I just don't want to see ES start to reverse. Like I don't want to see ES start to displace higher. I do like NQ's lows though. There's lots of like low resistance lows here. Bunch of stacked lows. Yeah, so if we get this 5-minute order block, I'm gonna hop in shorts.
And while we get the 5-minute order block, I'm gonna grab coffee. Pretty slow again, eh? It's like it picks one of them and just sends that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you missed it. It's pretty much been doing the same thing every day of the week. Last week, where it does YM dumps and pumps and NQ and EX don't move. Just sit there.
Yeah.
Decent for the day, eh?
You trading them separately or what? One within one by yourself? B plus. You can have your accounts named. You can name them. Don't get confused.
C minus and A plus.
Look on the pencil. So which one's your like? This one. Mm-hmm. The other one you're up on. I think this is pre-market trade. Okay. So yeah. So then go to click on that.
Oh no.
And then click on the pencil on the bottom one. That's one that you're on right now, right? Click the pencil. And then go, just name it pre-buy. Or hold it, I'm not quite on this one. I may just do this one. Let's switch over. 15. Right? Yeah. Yeah, no, go here. Sorry, don't click on that. Click on the pencil. JK pre-buy. So now you know. After you see, you're under 3,500 right now.
Okay, so the range that I was talking about earlier would just be this 930 high to this low near 10, that 15-minute range. If we are not moving with it, if we continue moving within that range, no trading day.
Okay, looks like we might get this 5-minute order block here. Ideally, we get it on this candle, so I don't have to wait another 5 minutes.
Oh, you
Possibly
definitely
miss
want
the
it on
move.
that. You definitely want it on this candle. If you didn't get it on this candle, I think you would not trade the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Not this candle, like the 1 minute candle, but the 5 minute candle, yeah. Just sustain this displacement lower, and then we can actually frame something for shorts here.
Okay, so we have 1 minute until this candle closes. So yeah, if we get this 5-minute close, I'll be in. And it's a 3. Just wait. Yeah, it's probably about a 3 hour to London low. Okay, 10 seconds here. Okay, we got it. That was weird. I was looking at on my top monitor, I was looking at the time. Because when you go to enter a trade, it usually
Closes on this, yeah.
it usually covers up your right screen, so I couldn't see. So I was watching the top monitor, and there was still 3 seconds until it turned, or until this 5-minute closed. But then the candle opened up already.
Sometimes it's late, hey?
It opened up 3 seconds early, so I had to jump in. Got in before that down move though, which is good.
What does it mean no data here? Why is my MAQ not saying there's data? Refresh it. I've got no data on my oh, that's why I need MAQ. I've got the wrong contract on. No.
So I've got a 3.35R to London's low. I'm going to go to break even at this internal low here. The one that we put in shortly after the open there.
Do you like that delivery off that 15-minute? I love it. The 15-minute inverse.
I really like it, yeah.
I told you about it.
Well, the 15-minute fair value gap is what I was looking at.
Oh, the inverse too. Like you fully fill the inverse with the internal sweep. And then I was like, well, what's the A plus trade here? I guess I hate to break it to you, but the NQ contract did not get the 5-minute change in state.
It didn't. So I pre-fired this.
Not really. You got no other time frame close, but
Well, if we can get this 3-minute, I'd be fine.
you're already in profit, so you're fine.
As long as this 3-minute closes right about here in 10 seconds.
You're good. Thanks for taking it for me. Did you go in full size plus 1?
Yeah.
Good.
So
I'm gonna mark
okay,
up.
so we got the
Oh,
3 minute close there.
so you should be in at least 6 contracts, right?
I'm in 5. Yeah.
Well, 5 contracts is only.
Well, my tool says to do 4.8.
Mine says to do 4.2. That's 250 would be 4.2.
I rounded it up to 4.8 or to 5 because it said 4.8. Okay, well, that's kind of shitty how NQ didn't get the actual close there.
I hope the discrepancy kind of works itself out.
If I get stopped because of that
Wait, there's
garbage,
that wouldn't be why you're getting stopped. There's SMC there still, but if it was actually bearish, it wouldn't matter about that. That's the theory. I mean, as long as if this was the trade, you were like, this is without a doubt the trade, and that's why you were taking it, then what do you worry about the loss on it? If this is your only trade of the day, and that's
well, no, I'm not really worried about the loss of the trade idea. I'm more worried about like, so we didn't actually get the entry confirmation that I was looking for because NQ didn't get the close. If it sweeps the high one more time for some reason, right, and then gets the entry.
Well, that's such a fine line. Like, well, the end it closed to the tick on it, and then the candle after it opened below it. So
Okay, so it like kind of did get it.
it depends how you want to look at it. It's when you're going off of a technical entry confirmation based on a candle closing below the previous opening price of another candle, then you're gonna get some issues like that. It's more the structure that leads you to believe that you're bearish in general. Still have your 2-minute gap here, but you're right, that 3-minute close would have been nice if it was followed by another one. We got that rejection block we just traded to, so we'll see that hopefully work lower. Just spilling coffee all over me. So what we did see that is worth noting is ES running above the internal highs. So we do have a little bit of an SMT here. Because ES took that. Which again, now we go to the 4-hour. We're expecting this to be a down move. I guess we got a 4-hour balance there too to fill. But I want to see London's low there. You know what I'd like? I would like statistics on the session profiles here. So if I pulled up the session profiles, and because this layout happens quite a bit, right? Where you have London session kind of manipulating into Asian session, and then New York expands right from London. How often do you take London's low, or how often do you take the current New York high? That's what I'd like to know. Right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think yeah.
Oh, you were zoned out. You didn't hear what I said. Okay, no, I was saying I'd like statistics on these session profiles here, right? So you take your Asian session opening, right, and then you have London session that is just kind of consolidating, manipulates into the 50% of Asia session, and then expands. So it's taking the Asia high, leaving Asia low, and the New York session expanding through the high. I guess you could measure it on expansion through the high. So you expand 100 points above the high, whatever. How often is it that you go to London's low versus taking this high or staying within the both? And like the actual data on that, where it's like day of the week, day of the month, things like that, news, whatever, and you're overlapping all these things. Now you have got this expectation for session profiles.
Getting encroached on here a little bit. Might be the stop loss.
Okay, so we got ES trading to the 5-minute order block. Bearish order block. So if we saw ES kind of just hold that as the retracement level. I mean, it's getting pretty tight on your stop loss here, and we can admit that it doesn't look good, but also I would just say that it looks like a consolidation now, because now there's S&T both ways. I would like the down move.
I just don't like how 10 a.m. at the start looked really good to just expand right away early into the hour or the 4-hour candle. But now we're just kind of consolidating in this range. So, yeah, not ideal. If we form a 5-minute propulsion block off of this kind of move up that we have, getting closed back below that previous 5-minute candle opening price, that would give me a lot more confidence in the trade.
We get one more round of golf in before the season ends. Is that possible?
I'm going to try and go every day before it's over.
-1?
It's going to have to just be...
Really?
For the rest of the weekend.
Oh, shit.
Today's cold.
Today is cold.
Then I went to book a tea time for Sunday, next Sunday. Yeah. 2 minutes into the tea times being able to book, fully booked. So. Okay, yeah, I got stopped out there.
On the manipulation?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be,
so we'll
wouldn't
see.
that be gay?
I'll re-enter if we get another confirmation, just because we technically didn't even get it in the first place.
It depends what kind of confirmation you're looking for.
I was looking for the 5-minute
Yeah.
order block, which did not happen.
Yeah, well, 50-50. What did we say? We got some 38 odd minutes left until if we stay within this range, I'm not trading anymore. As long as we're at equilibrium, I'm still bearish. If we were to, I guess I got it right here. If we were to just completely invalidate it and go higher than nothing, but there might be a reentry for the shorts here. And you know, sometimes it's really hard to pick that internal entry. If you were just trading a 15-minute, you wouldn't have that issue. But I myself and Graydon like to trade the internal time frames. Better risk to reward. Quicker trades. What we got here? Bear shorter block forming would be a entry for me. Yeah, and I'd try and overlap it with something though. Hold on. I'd be overlapping it with like the. I'd want to see it like displace on a 1 minute basis, form a fair value gap, and then trade through there. But if we just, you know, kind of hesitate the entire time, then what is there to trade here? This is my range. I want to see it leave, preferably on the sell side. But we have stuck within that the entire time. So NQ, we might take our business to YM. We might take our business to YM. Because YM gets that 5 minute change in state and then dumps. If you take that 5 minute change, if you took that 5 minute change in state on YM, you're getting, what's that here? Stop loss at the swing high to the sell side. You're getting a 5R here. Sorry, 4R. Like pretty clean too. And then there would be no worry about not holding it too, because it just goes right there. Might be adding YM to the arsenal. Here's some displacement. Looking at ES here. I want to see it start moving like NQ.
Yeah, it just rejected off that 5 minute gap. So I'd like to see us get like a change in state with some displacement through there. Would be nice.
I guess I'll extend the manipulation. Oh, brother got stop haunted. I feel real bad. I hate that feeling.
Yeah,
I don't think a single person in the trading space is like, I like being stop haunted. But
I'll look to get back in.
It's like you're paying for information in a way. Now you know. Now you're confident. Now you're like, that's the high.
I would like to see ES start to displace lower though. I don't like how it's getting that strong of a reaction off the low. We do have an SMT with the 15-minute gap that NQ traded into. So I'd like ES to hold that SMT and start to move lower.
Start to move anywhere.
Just gonna watch the 3 minute, I guess. What's up?
It's shrivelly in there. Old.
Oh, yeah. Window's probably open, eh?
That was open. I should have seen more golfing at that. the rule, it says you have to not wear gloves in between shots. When's the entry here for you?
I don't want to see ES or YM go any higher. That's the first thing.
You want me to make you more coffee? You want me to make more coffee?
Well, I can have one more cup.
Okay. I just took it and left like a little amount. I kind of feel like an asshole for that. So. First, I guess I'll give you the grinds first. I'll get it. Get the grinds.
Yeah, that's okay.
Today's bottom. Yeah.
Okay, so we might actually get this 50-minute order block as well. This 50-minute candle closes in 30 seconds. All right, I'm in light size there. Stop loss is going to be just above the consequent encroachment of that 5-minute rejection wick that we had out of the 50-minute. Yeah. At the 5-minute rejection wick. Just above it, actually. Break even at the low from 940. And then take profit London low.
See this shit. What's going on here? Oh, you're up. Let's go. Your dad's up too. Holy shit.
So the 10:30
got better film than you.
10:30 wick of the 50-minute candle traded up into the 5-minute order block and then rejected.
You know how much I love this, but you know what I would love more? Just from a tape reading perspective, is if ES just aggressively dumped,
Yeah.
we'd have, literally any down movement on it. It would be nice.
Yeah, I don't like.
But NQ is flipping more bearish than ES, right?
Yeah.
So it's that's your shift, I guess you could call it. What the fuck was that? Yeah, so even ES just on that initial delivery on the off of open, the 3-minute change, I'd say. I'm seeing people that are trading that, which is the same as NQ getting that 5-minute close, where the shorts would have been valid, but it actually ran at that point. But I do think NQ lacking or lagging would kind of influence it to be a bit more aggressive and lower and actually dump quite a bit. A lot of people are taking this stop loss.
Holy shit, ASTS.
What the hell's that? Is that
Holy.
Is that thing that started
Yeah.
Starlink better?
Well, looks like we're finally getting the movement on NQ here. We want to see this internal low taken. From that point, midnight opening is next, then London low, then Asia low, depending on how bearish we actually flip here. We are watching ES, kind of with more, we're wanting to see it get the displacement lower. I would think that ES with that hourly order block would start seeing lower prices at this kind of area. I guess I should mark it out. Hourly order block is right there. There's the bearish hourly order block.
Geez, I don't like how ES is failing to get that move lower. Like, I have a pretty decent fill. I want to go to break even just because they're not getting the reaction I want, but I'm just going to leave it. We have a 5-minute gap that we're going to form here in a couple minutes. prefer if we just trade to that low.
Oops. So kind of waiting for NQ to
Yes.
start the delivery lower. I mean, we've got a new 50. We're in this 50-minute candle for, you've been in it for 10 minutes. We need to see some displacement lower to fully validate it.
Any more followers on your guys' stuff? Or?
We got 22 subscribers. Twitter's doing good too. Like I'm getting more views. I'm posting more.
All right. Fuck you, NQ.
Yeah, like I did no. I did a NQ review on, or NQ and YM review on Friday. That did pretty good. The weekly performance. So this is the weekly performance last week. It was Monday, Graydon was up 2R. Monday I was up 1.5R. No trade on Tuesday. Wednesday missed a trade. So Tuesday was really choppy. Wednesday we missed a trade. Half size loss on Thursday, and then break even Friday. These are the live stream trades here. Yeah, but all my posts that are like serious get like 50 some views. At one period where they're all getting like 700. That was nice.
Did you see that there was like 57 or something?
Yeah, NQ right at this low here. It's looking nice. Yes, it's starting to get movement lower. That's what Graydon said. So I just heard another trading influencer say something about YM, and I'd like to touch on it. I think YM moves in periods where it has really clean price action and really choppy price action in terms of correlating to ES and NQ in it. Sometimes it's the one that inverses them. So it's like NQ's dumping, YM could pump. But recently, it's been completing the moves that I want to see NQ complete. So I've definitely taken note of that past week, moving very clean. And it seems like almost every day it's predictable. Friday was like I said, I did that review on it on Friday, and that was really good. Even today, like the short plays out. What can you expect after that short taking that sell side?
Okay, I'm at break even there.
We're getting the retracement, and it's just obvious.
At break even there.
Wyam,
This is my last trade
Wyam
attempt
didn't
for the
have
day.
that. Wyam didn't have that volatility right there. It was weird.
This is my last trade for the day, regardless of how it plays out. This would be my second attempt at catching the short.
You know why it's a really good break even? Because there's a massive SMT there.
Yep.
So
And we got a really good,
if it
really
were to
bad,
fail-
actually, I should say, really bad reaction off of it. But yeah, so if I could stop the break even here, I will be done for the day. And then my final take profit at London low is a, what was the risk on this actually? To London's low, it's a 2.7 R, which will bring me up about an R on the day. So it's down 1 R in the first short, and then this was a half size trade. So I was half size my second trade. That, yeah, okay, this is most likely going to be a break even off that SMT at the lows.
just with
It's
just with how it's
exact-
reacting right
Yeah,
now.
it's the exact opposite reaction that you'd want to see.
Some people like longing that right there.
So
Wow. Tell you what, my fingers are still crossed for your trade though. I want it to play out for you.
yeah, it'd be nice to secure a little bit on the day. Honestly, if it's going to stop me at a break even, I'd want it to just completely run the other direction. Because if it stops me at break even and then runs to my target, wouldn't be ideal. We are going to form a 5-minute order block here in the next 4 seconds if we can get the bearish close. Okay, we got it. My stop loss is above, like right at the end of the order block. So if it digs deep into that, I will be stopped out. All right, I got to take another break even there.
Oh shit! It was like right there. Oh wow.
Done for the day.
Well, we are almost done that. Remember my window I outlined? I said, definitely classifying it as a consolidation if we stay within this range for an hour, and it's been 46 minutes. It's actually been longer since I said that. I said it once the low was put in, so technically it has been an hour. So we have been in that range for 1 hour, pretty much on the nose. Been live streaming for, that would make it an hour 15. Yeah.
That's gonna just dump to my fucking target.
I
isn't
was
it?
just gonna say something about how it took you to the tick.
Yeah,
but
that's just typical.
is it. What's the actual fill price there? Because that would be.
I took the close of the 5 minute candle at 10:25 when we got the change in state. So yeah, literally to the tick.
Was it like legit that price, or was it like 140?
Well, it
Two.
would have been one tick below or whatever.
What price was it?
I don't know. I can check.
Yeah.
141.25.
That's the entry.
My entry is 141.50.
Okay. It's not quite to the tick. I still remember. Was it 2 weeks ago? Just literally getting ticked out twice in the same day with the right trade, and then closing it at break even, and then it's still running. Like that one trade, the 5 minute you took, the change state, that was break even. Stopped that to the tick twice in the same day. Felt real bad.
Well, that was also price trading into a 4 hour for value gap there.
Right here,
Actually, yeah.
or the down move you're talking about.
Well, yeah, when we took the internal low,
153 ounce, 154.
traded into a 4 hour gap. 4 hour gap, SMT at the lows. And then 5 minute change in state to the upside. Like this could be a long, but I'm not taking it.
We're ping ponging the range high to range low now. I mean, we have kind of what I would like to classify as formed a reversal because of the S&P. And I never fully write off the fact.
You won what? What the hell did you win?
You want a free combine? You want another combine?
On which platform? You said
All right, with that prolonged kind of consolidation within that range from the 930 high to the 945 low, I mean, and the fact that I was kind of tape reading today, where I wanted to see the move lower, didn't happen. I mean, I could potentially frame shorts right now, but I would want to see ES start to work lower. So that's the piece I will leave you guys with as we end the stream. Hopefully tomorrow, presenting better price action. And yeah, it was a fun live stream. It was short and sweet. I honestly like keeping the live streams a little shorter. So, all right, we'll catch you guys tomorrow. That's the collective.